How's it going? Good, good. So I wanted to jump on here really quickly and kind of tell you, one, why I haven't made a video in a little bit. I was hitting a pretty good schedule, and then kind of the whole point of this video is to kind of explain what's going on. This is going to be a little rambly. I'm not writing a script for this because this is just something that I wanted to tell you and kind of let you know. I don't do vlog style videos, so I don't really talk about kind of my day-to-day, my personal life that often, but if you follow me on my Instagram page, you may or may not be aware that I work for a fly fishing company called Orvis. Orvis has been around for over 180 years out of Manchester, Vermont, and 3.5 weeks ago, we got a notification that we were going to have to jump on a company call. Orvis, like a lot of retailers, is dealing with a lot of things this year. We're not immune to a lot of the economical things that are going on, but you know, the outdoor industry in general is dealing with a lot as well. So I thought it was just going to be just like a company update, letting us know kind of what's going on with our business and what our plans are for the upcoming fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is a huge time for holiday. That's when you have Black Friday. That's when you have the holiday. And I've been in retail for over 20 years. I've been a retail manager for almost 15 of those years. So typically when we get calls like that, during this time of year, it's really just to kind of prepare us for what to expect for the upcoming last 3 months of the season. We're all trying to make bonuses and stuff like that. So we get on the call, and the message was that with everything going on, it was just going to be too difficult to move forward with the amount of stores that we had. And we were this is the company speaking, deciding to close 36 Orvis stores. And the call was pretty short. They didn't actually name the stores in that call. And we were just told we would be getting a secondary follow-up call from our bosses, our district managers, regarding the situation with each person's store. So that's kind of how the call ended. We were all just kind of shocked and flabbergasted that this was something that was announced in this way, and now we just had to wait. Now we had to just wait and see what the situation was going to be. Anyways, you've seen the title of this video. So Orvis is closing 36 stores, and one of those stores is my store. I've been in that location for 6 years, and yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to hear that, you know, you put on this time and effort, and no matter what you did well, there's nothing that can fix that when you're looking at the grand scheme of things. So it's hard news to hear. The one thing that you could take away that was a positive from that moment, you know, was that we have time. All of the employees have a little bit of time. This wasn't something that was like an immediate going out of business. I do want to say Orvis is a privately held company. They can still say that they're family owned and operated. There is going to be some information I can't divulge. We're not publicly traded, so some of their financial stuff I'm not going to talk about. I'm really just going to talk about my experience and kind of go through some of the other information that you may be wanting to know. But yeah, it's hard to hear that we have had other stores that have closed this year. Even if you're on the West Coast, Seattle is a store that closed. If you're in the Midwest, the Chicago store closed. And you know, from everything that we heard, that was going to be it. It was going to be a rough year, but we were going to get through it. So hearing that 36 stores of a company are closing, you know, you feel for all those other people that are involved. And, you know, my heart goes out to all those teams in Orvis and across the retail, you know, retail managers. There's a little bit of a bond that happens in that workforce, because it's a job that's like not a lot of other jobs. You wear a lot of hats as a retail manager, whether it's the hospitality, customer experience, leading a team, human resources, IT when things aren't going well. So there's a lot of things that we have in common. And so retail managers tend to kind of have that special bond. But so that was the information that we heard, that 36 stores were going to be closing, including mine in Austin. We have until the end of the year. The last official day of our business for all closing stores is going to be on 12/24 on Christmas Eve. That'll be the last day that will be open to the public. And then depending on your tenure with the company, you have some additional time after that to help get the store ready to turn over. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that and let you know some of the other information that may come up. So some of the other questions that you may have for why Orvis is closing. I'm going to grab my phone because there's some things that I don't want to mess up. So a lot of people are wondering, like, why. One, we get a lot of questions every day, and that's kind of the hardest part. Our first day of our liquidation was October 16th. Today's October 30th. So for 14 days, we've been pretty much hearing 5 questions all day long from everyone, which I get. It's new information for a lot of our customers. They want to know. The biggest thing is why Orvis is closing. And, in our FAQ that we have, and this is part of the business strategy, but as part of the company's broader business strategy, Orvis is closing this store at the end of the year. And that's really it. It's part of the bigger retail strategy going into 2026, and some of the things that Orvis is deciding to move forward with and kind of tighten up. Having this many stores was just not part of that bigger, broader strategy. The other thing is that customers ask is, are all the stores closing? I just mentioned 36 of the stores are closing. So we get customers that are like, are y'all going out of business? Well, as a company, no. There'll still be some remaining stores. There'll be 2 outlets left. And then we'll have the e-commerce website. If you're interested in the full list, and if you're in one of these communities and you haven't been made aware, I'll drop the full list of all of the closing stores in the comments below. So make sure you check that out. Some of the other questions are like, what happened? Why? This is part of the FAQ, but there isn't really one specific thing that you can pinpoint as to why the stores are closing. But I don't actually like to dwell on that either too much, because it doesn't help me any. My main focus for right now is my team and getting my team set up for success for their next chapter, and just making sure that we're upholding the customer experience that people come to Orvis for. I'm not getting too caught up in what's going to happen. That's another question, like, well, what are you going to do? One, I don't know too many customers personally, so what I'm going to do is not something I'm willing to share with every single one that asks me, because if I'm talking to you, people that have been following the Texas Trailhead YouTube channel and follow me on social media, mental health is a huge part of what the Texas Trailhead, how it started and why I created it. And from a mental health standpoint, it's really hard for me to worry about the future right now. The only thing I can focus on right now is making sure that the store is set up for success. And I have until the end of, until January to start focusing on that and thinking about how I'm going to contribute to my family contributions, and we'll worry about that then. But for now, I don't really know. I don't know what's going to happen. I will say YouTube has been a big part of me, of my personal growth, and something that I really want to focus on in the future. And if there's anything you can kind of help support me with right now, is helping me grow this YouTube channel. Watch some of the other videos, try to comment on some of the other videos, and I really would like to see if I can make YouTube be something that can be substantial. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube and there's a lot of stuff out there, but I do enjoy this. I do enjoy coming on here and making videos and talking about products and talking about places to hike. So hopefully that's something I can do in the future. And there's definitely going to be some time that I'm going to commit to just doing YouTube probably in February and really give myself a full month. So if there's anything you want me to go over, any products you want me to review, I have some other hobbies that I'm going to, I have all this equipment and gear and stuff. So there are other things that I want to do on YouTube for, outside of gear, EDC, and hiking. So let me just go back to the FAQ. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. There's not something I can pinpoint on why we're going out of business or why stores are closing, but we're not going out of business. Orvis plans to continue without the 36 stores that are closing, and that's just part of the business strategy. I know it seems not super personable, or why stores got picked and why didn't. There's all these questions that I'm not really here to answer. I just don't have the answer for them. But 36 stores are closing for Orvis. My store is going to be one of them. Maybe the store near you is going to be one of them. All of this to say, if you are near one of the stores, if you do fly fish, or if you just love the Orvis brand, go into these stores and really tell them that you appreciate everything that they've done. It's not easy right now for a lot of us. We're all trying to think about like our lives outside of work, and if you're going into the store, really tell them that you appreciate everything that they've done. If you've had good experiences, we've always strived, in my store at least, to kind of uphold those values and really do well by our customers. And despite all of the questions and all of the repetition, when we have those customers that really share with us how much they're going to miss us, like those are the moments when I have to I have to like kind of recalibrate a little bit and not get too like sad about the situation, because it's not easy. And as a leader, I've got to make sure I'm kind of setting that example. But yeah, I'm glad we're busy. The stores right now, we're doing liquidation, so 40% off. There's some good deals to be had on the clothing. None of the fishing or hunting's on sale, but yeah, go into one of the stores if you're familiar with them and just tell them how much you appreciate them. It'll mean a lot. It means a lot to us. But like I said, I'll put all the stores that are closing in the description below, and I'm probably not going to edit this video too much, so I appreciate you kind of watching to the end and letting me ramble a little bit and just kind of get this out there, because I haven't really known kind of how to say it or what, but that is what's going on. That is what's going on with me. I do have some other videos that I had been working on, and I've been so busy with work, with how busy we are, because customers are wanting to come in and kind of check us out, but they are happy that it's not something that's like happening rapidly. You do have some time to come in, and honestly, like the product that we would have for this time of year was bought months ago, so we have plenty of product. It's not empty yet. It probably will be in December, so don't wait too long. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you like kind of more of this casual type of video, I don't do it often unless I'm on trail. Let me know. I hate to be YouTubey, but like I said, I really want YouTube to kind of be something that I focus a lot more of my time on in the future. So if you have any questions or anything, you can reach me at the Texas Trailhead on Instagram. I appreciate messages, and if you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Take care, y'all.